Hi, I am Nitesh from Indiahikes, and today we have brought up this very beautiful topic to talk about, that is the assisted DIY trek.
Hello everyone, I'm Dhaval from Indiahikes. I joined Indiahikes few years back as a trek leader, and since then I have been leading treks in the Himalayas, including Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand and a part of Sikkim as well.
Last year in the February, I did a very special trek that we call as assistant DIY trek, and I took a team of about 6 to 7 people into a trek called Tamenglong that goes into Manipur.
I got an opportunity, to explore certain treks, and there was the one particular trek which is Gurez Valley. The best way or the best thing what we could have done is, doing this trek in a DIY style, but not just DIY, but assisted DIY.
Many of you might have questioned what is assisted DIY. Now, as the name suggests, it's a DIY, so you'll have to do the trek on your own. You'll be part of the pre-planning and executing the trek. You'll have that ownership of doing the trek on your own.
On an assisted DIY trek with your team of trekkers, there's gonna be one trek leader from the Indiahikes who would be accompanying you on this trek. But the major difference that is from here and a regular trek is that in a regular trek, your trek leader is basically the authority, the central decision maker. Over here in a DIY, assisted DIY trek, your trek leader is rather a consultant. You do not rely on him or her to make the decisions for you, but you decide it among yourself, and then you go towards your trek leader as well to get the expert advice what to do next or how to do it better. You can assume that the trek leader is that watchful eye all the time around you, looking at every step that you're doing and chipping in or pitching in whenever he or she feels now is the need, something is going off, or this could be done better to increase the experience.
Now that you know what is assisted DIY, next question can be, who can go for the assisted DIY trek?
I would say that people who have already trekked have some prior trekking experience, and I do not mean very elaborate trekking experience that you have to have 7-8 high altitude treks under your belt, nothing like that. But you know that what trekking means for multiple days in the wilderness, what it means to cover long distance. If you already know that and you feel like now is the time for you to get more hands-on, to learn more about the nitty-gritties and the basics of how to set up or do a trek on yourself without relying on any external factors. You want that extra kick, extra knowledge and extra adventure out of it. This assisted DIY treks is for them. So what exactly a trekker is going to carry on an assistant DIY trek? What is going to be in their backpack that they carry on their shoulders? Since it's a DIY trek, as the name suggests, you are supposed to carry your own personal belongings on your own shoulders. So you'll have your easily a 55, 60, 65 liters backpack on your shoulder, which will have all the personal gear that you bring on any regular trek. So consider it to be same as a regular trek in terms of the gears that you put in your bag, your clothes, your toiletries, your medicines, your electronics, these sort of things you'll be carrying in your backpack.
The major question will be, will I be carrying my own tent or sleeping bag and the ration? Now on some of the slopes, we have the facility of mule going along on the trek. In that case, your heavy equipment items such as your sleeping tent, sleeping bags, kitchen utensils, ration, everything will go on the mules.
So addressing the frequently asked question whether any individual solo trekker could join this group, could join this team for the assisted DIY trek.
Answer is yes. You can also be part of an assisted DIY trek. It doesn't matter if you have somebody coming along with you or you're just gonna be there by yourself. It doesn't matter, because it will be opened as a group where people from all the parts of the country or the world can just register to be a part of this, and then you go on an assisted DIY trek. So if you're a solo trekker, you can easily be a part of this assisted DIY trekkers with maybe other solo trekkers or a group of other trekkers.
And if you are looking up for this trek immediately to go on this particular trek, you will find an article, you'll find a lot of information in our description page and the website where you can sign up, register for this particular exclusive assisted DIY trek.